Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. Welcome to your Ides of March yearly overview reading. Okay, I've decided to do the overviews for the Ides of March based on the old Roman calendar. That was 10 months and began with March and therefore began with Aries in the new zodiac sign instead of January at the turning of the calendar year. I wasn't quite prepared to film those at that time. And I thought, you know what? The year kicks off with Aries for the next trip around the sun. So I'm going to do my overviews in March, right before we roll into Aries season and get the new year started. And the reading that I've decided to do is based on a Fool's Journey reading. All right, and this I came across last year in May. I was feeling very disenchanted, very bored, a little bit lost, disengaged, disconnected, and I need something to re-engage, something, marvelously curious and strange to reignite my enchantment and interest in life, in the world in general. So I grabbed a regular deck of playing cards and I came across the Fool's Journey spread and I did a Fool's Journey reading for myself. And it is so interesting. I opened up the book a couple weeks ago again and realized how different my understanding and conceptualization and recognition of the cards that I had drawn and the combinations that I had drawn over the course of the past year, how they've changed to what I initially thought that they meant when I did the drawing. So it's fascinating and interesting and fun. And so I decided to base my New Year overview on a version of the Fool's Journey reading. And I've selected a few items or a few cards of the major arcana for the overview today, for the general overview. And this is general overview for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, check out and cross-watch your other sign placements. So your overview for your rising moon and Venus sign to get a more complex and nuanced and enriched idea of what may be happening for you this new year, what may be in store. And on each one of these cards represents a question, a point on the quest through the major arcana. And with the Fool, we are asking for Scorpio, what does the new year hold for Scorpio? What new adventure, new path is being laid in front of Scorpio this year? And we're asking the Lovers, what is happening in Scorpio's relationships and commitments and connections this year? And for the Chariot, we are asking, what is Scorpio driving forward? What is moving forward for Scorpio? Again, the Chariot is your active participation in driving forward certain aspects of your life. So this isn't a passive energy, this is active energy. So it requires your participation, your involvement. And for the Wheel of Fortune, we're asking, what does the space in between hold for Scorpio? Divine timing and destiny this year. What is there for Scorpio? With the Hanged Man, we're asking, what will be Scorpio's greatest invention this year? The Hanged Man is about stillness and suspension and considering things from new perspective in order to develop a more nuanced and enriched level of understanding and perception. All right, and the Star, we're asking what hope holds for Scorpio this year, what's working behind the scenes in favor of Scorpio this year. And we're asking Judgment, what will be Scorpio's wake-up call this year? What is Scorpio's aha moment this year? Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. You are not the only one. Seven of Cups is in play across the board this year, Scorpio. So this is options, fantasy, illusion, but what is not fantasy and what is not illusion? So the deciphering between those two, your faith in what you believe and what you want and the reality of what that looks like and what that involves, that is the Seven of Cups. Your emotional options of what to believe in, what not to believe in. Does it look like what you thought it would or not? Okay. And for the Fool, we are beginning. What new road lies ahead for Scorpio? What new adventure awaits Scorpio this year? And the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful. So transition, choice, duality, grounded in earth energy. So the practical sphere of experience, home, work, money, family, health. These are the things that you are actively deciding to embrace or release. And they are also about the things that circumstance and time provides that you have to balance within that and shift around and keep in motion to support growth and advancement. All right? So, new decisions, new transitions, new sphere of changing details of influence. Okay. And for Scorpio, what is in your relationship and commitments is the the Knight of Swords. So this is motion. This is activity. This is a offer of it's a forceful and determined communication and intent and vision, intellectual vision of a purpose and resonance. All right, it's a very swift moving energy. There is some haste and some negligent sort of energy that's around this card. So before you swoop in with your determination and intent, take a moment to take a breath and consider what's happening around you so that you don't accrue any collateral damage. All right. Beware the haste. All right. Consider those around you and just take a breath so that you can act and respond from a position of confidence and understanding as opposed to responding or from a point of reactionary intent. All right. And what you're moving forward, Scorpio, with the Chariot this year is Ten of Swords. All right, you're releasing old story, old perspective, old perception, things that no longer apply, that were misunderstood, that have outlived their purpose, that you don't need to bring along with you. Hurts and intellectually a perceived injury are being released. You're not bringing that with you anymore. You're letting it go so that you can be free of it and move forward. Beautiful. All right. You're strengthening the story that you carry with you. You're strengthening your memory so that it supports you instead of hinders you. Excellent. Beautiful. Changing your outlook and perception and intellectual understanding of life and experience. All right, so what does time hold for Scorpio this year? What's happening in the space between? Oh my goodness, make a wish. 9 of Cups. All right, a point of emotional abundance and generosity. You have earned and achieved more than enough, and you are more than willing to share and be generous with it and share it with others. Glorious, beautiful. Make a wish card, all right? And that is a point of fruition. Cups are emotions and relationships and our emotional understanding and experience of our lives. And this is about bliss and harmony and not keeping it for yourself, but sharing it, making it available for others to benefit from as well. All right, what is going to be your greatest invention, Scorpio? Connection, belonging, duality, an emotional choice grounded in intuition and knowing, reciprocation, emotional reciprocation, romance and connection. So you may meet one for you you know, and this is a new understanding, a new vision, a new perception of what this means, of what this connection and what this choice is significant of, what this meeting entails. Because this is showing up under the Hanged Man. This is not your old or your previous understanding of connection and romance and love or belonging. This is seen under a new light, all right, with new eyes, with fresh perspective, all right? Beautiful. All right, and then what does hope hold for Scorpio this year? 8 of Cups, walking away from that which no longer serves you. There's a new path open for you, a new avenue where you have to leave some things behind. You can't take it all with you. What no longer applies, what is no longer for you, you have to leave behind. You have to walk away from it. If you don't, it will not allow you to move on. And this is, again, this is Cups, so it's emotional connection. So you have to apply a great deal of emotional intent and strength and purpose and initiation in order to move away from this, because it will try to drag you back. It will try, it's like a bungee cord. It will try to snap you back. So you have to be strong enough and persistent enough to keep moving and allow time and space to allow for this to be released. All right, because these cups, these 8 cups here, they're no longer for you. Not that they never were. They're just not anymore. They're for somebody else now. So you're on a new path, going in a new direction. And you have hope and the star working in your favor to assist you in those efforts. So that is beautiful. And that's an excellent placement for that card to be, because it's happening and working for you behind the scenes. All right. And then with Judgment, we are asking what will be Scorpio's wake-up call? What will be Scorpio's aha moment? And it is the King of Pentacles. All right. So authority and steadfast. It's a steadfast energy and loyal and dedicated, entrepreneurial. So this is the things that you invest in for your own advancement, but not just advancement of you singularly, but on the grander scope of experience. You're investing in something for the benefit not only of yourself, but for your family, for your friends, for your community, for your company. This is the material, practical aspect. The King of Pentacles is an empire builder. He is a nurturer and a supporter and an investor, all right? And he knows how to effectively establish firm foundations and solid, stable structure that have long-term payoff, okay? And long-term existence. Like this guy builds things that are meant to last. All right. And that is your wake-up call. All right. Investing in something long-term, appreciating the slow growth and the slow energy investment and the time it takes to develop something and to grow something that has significance and value. Okie doke. So Scorpio, sorry about that. I am now going to draw 3 good luck charms for you. 3 good luck charms to take with you throughout the year to apply when you need that little something extra, that little, that little extra sparkle or that little extra ingenuity, that little extra outside of the box inspiration to take with you to apply throughout the year as you're navigating this new course, this new adventure. Also, I am opening up my calendar in April to do personal video readings like this. So if you are interested in booking your time to get a personal reading, please email me at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com, and I will send you more information on the services that I am providing and how that all works. All right, and then also subscribe and ring for notifications for new content that's going to be posted. I have the Good Fortune readings coming out for St. Patrick's Day. They are going to be posted, and then I also have the A full moon reading coming up on the 20th for the vernal equinox, first day of spring. Yay. It's the first new moon of the new year. Aries is going to be active very soon, and Pisces is winding down. So that will be an all signs reading for the worm moon in Libra on the 20th. All right, so subscribe and click for notifications so that you're made aware of when those are available. All right, so the first good luck charm for you is tiger energy, fire energy, intuition. You see the moon here on the third eye of the tiger, the eye of the tiger. And this is about lunar forces, taking the time at night in the darkness to recuperate and to regenerate in the peace and the stillness under the light of the moon. I mean, it sounds very witchy, but it's actually just taking time at night to rest in the darkness and allow for the rejuvenation of your mind and body. That is important to humans. Taking enough time to sleep at night in the dark and in stillness and in peace is actually physically significant to our mental activity and our physical activity. All right, so the tiger is lunar force, ease and darkness, and feminine energy. When it's in balance, it's passionate and strong and sensual. When it's out of balance, it's overstimulated. So to bring it into balance, candle gazing. So this card reminds us to take in the wild darkness to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of those boons. Spend time in silence in the evenings, drinking in the potent calm and stillness. There's nothing to fear in stillness except the awakening of your own power. Basically, take the time to rest at night. Okay? And the next good luck charm that we have for you is the Phoenix. Transform. This is definitely Scorpio energy. Scorpios are down with this. They got no problems with this. All right. So the Phoenix, purification through fire, renewal, and rebirth, and awakening to the next level, to the next form of existence. So this is freedom from suffering and past karma and reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges. It means it's an advanced technique about the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. So this is about the acknowledgement and the acceptance and the releasing of the past, okay, and allowing what is negative and hurtful and prohibitive to us to be burned away, and allowing what is in support of us and re-nourishing for us and rejuvenating for us to be nourished and resplendent. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we've been suffering too long and something must change. So we take a stand to decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind. So to actively participate in the progression of our life as opposed to just following the current and letting time and circumstance decide for us what our life is and what our experience is. Taking the reins and commanding life in the direction that you would like to see it go with purpose and intention. Okay, so at that moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us to burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are because we are being driven by fears and our aversion to discomfort and conflict. We recognize that we're not what has happened to us or what we have done. We are who we are. Okay, we're not stuck, in the dead weight of a life that we're not engaged in or that we're not happy with. We're not content to stay there. We're at a point of allowing it to fall away and to embrace lightness and clarity and new vision to emerge. So the stagnancy will will burn away, and will lift our spirit up and out and recognize ourselves again and be active and engaged in a life that we want to live, and be, have that sparkle and that glimmer back in our eye that we lost somewhere along the way when we got caught up in circumstance and stress and negativity. Okay, so look closely for your sign that the fire has been relit and transformation is about to occur. That is a powerhouse energy to keep in your pocket to apply throughout the year, especially when stagnancy and stress and that sluggish energy starts being a little bit more pervasive than we would like it to be, because we get caught up in routine. And then while routine is good, while routine is nourishing and important for progression, the routines that we instill, it does allow for the accumulation of stagnant and static energy within it and in between it. So if we need to remember to keep those avenues cleared out and to remain engaged with the Phoenix energy. All right, and then the last card is Elk energy. Very stable, very steadfast, very loyal. This is very much in line with the King of Pentacles. That's very much the father figure energy, reliable. And Elk energy, it's earth energy. It's very grounded. It's stable, resilient, and headstrong. When it's in balance, it's supportive, kind, and consistent. When it's out of balance, it's pretentious and high and mighty. To bring it into balance, eat and drink more consciously. Be aware of how you are physically feeding your body, because then that in turn feeds your mind and your spirit and your emotions. Don't take that for granted. Okay, the great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. It provides underlying support and stability amidst the life's changes. It's a fully established personality in themselves, so it's confident and secure and knows their core values. They are known and respected for acting in ways that uphold their values. And sometimes the elk can become inflated. The ego can become inflated, a little bit too big for your britches. But for the most part, it's very grounded and very secure and very confident and very reasonable and nurturing and supportive and consistent. Okay, so they make good fathers, good mothers, good companions, good friends. So it's definitely an energy the world needs more of. It's confident and consistent and steadfast and true. Okay? That is all that I have for you, Scorpio. Remember to subscribe for new content that will be provided. And then also, if you are interested in a personal reading and booking your time when the April schedule opens up, contact me at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com. And have a good one. I will see you guys in the Lucky Duck Good Fortune readings for the St. Patrick's Day. Bye-bye.